This is the first estate, and this lesson centers on Valley of Jehoshaphat is America, melting pot, a place or society in which immigrants of different cultures or races form a single culture. Bread. Bread, as you can see, means money. Also means to break in pieces. Strong's Concordance. This book contains the definition of every word in the King James Bible, Old and New Testament. Affliction. From the Blue Letter Bible, Strong's Concordance. Now, top left-hand corner of your screen, that's where you can keep track of the biblical verses I will be using throughout this lesson. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16, verse 3, Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction. For thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, that thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all of thy life. Now let's go to the key, which is 1. All right? So, the word is Jehovah. Jehovah means the existing one. He is the bread of affliction. Now, here, Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat means Jehovah has judged. So, as we go on to the book of Joel, chapter 3, verses 9 through 12. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathen. Gather yourselves together round about. Hither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. See, he's not saying military men, he's saying the heathen, just the heathen in general, because they're at war with his people, the children of Israel. And you're going to find out that it's here in America, right? So we move on here. Now, the word is to judge. And the key is D-E-N, den. All right? So we move on to here. And as you can see, den, once again the key, den means Dan. Because during this, the elites of society are going to hide in their secret dens. All right? Now the key here is Dan. So, word is Danish. Danish means Dan. Now we have the word bearing from the Free Dictionary. Bearing means Danish, right? So, brings us here to the Bering Strait. Book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. All of you heathen nations. Canada's here. United States is beneath the Canadian border. Dan came through the Bering Strait. We were the first people here on North American soil, the children of Israel. All right? Word is straight. Matthew chapter 7, verse 14. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way that leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Right? Because all of these Gentile nations that have come here, instead of really seeking a better life, they've added strife towards the Negro to that list. They just want us gone completely off of our own land because they have been taught to relate to us that we are from the continent of Africa, which they all know that we're not. Okay? But we're ignorant to the fact that we are indigenous to this land, and they know that. All right? So, here we go. Egypt means double straits. Okay? Straits 2 times. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. That's right. The Gentile nations, the heathens, the immigrants, use us as a stepping stone toward a better life. Okay, and that's in every aspect of life, whether it's entertainment or not. They use us because we're the ones with the endless amounts of talent. All right? So, the word is double straight. Remember, Dan came through the Bering Strait, okay, on a ship. All right? So, brings us here. The word is be in straits. Okay, so, the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Yes, once again, all the wicked are the Gentile nations that have come against us. And when I say Gentiles, I'm also including the children of Ham, which are the people who live on the continent known as Africa, because they are not us. They're our enemies as well. All right? Now, in every nation or every race, you're going to find a handful of good people. Those ones, we'll know who they are once the dust settles, okay? They'll be spared. The book of Job, chapter 20, verses 23 through 25. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, and it cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him, right, when he is about to eat, because now there's nothing to eat. And this has become a terror unto these Gentiles. Many people claim or complain about store shelves not having any food on them or the food that they are looking for. Okay? So, anyway, we're going to go to the next verse. This particular page brings us to the word ill. Okay? So, as you can see, evil, harm, sad, things of that nature. Job chapter 20, verse 26. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle, which means tent, or your living quarters, your living space. But the rest of the people of the rich society, the elite, they're going to go into their dens, into their bunkers, okay, that they have hidden beneath the earth and things of that nature. Okay, so ill, and we're going to go on. We're going to go to ill, the definition from the Free Dictionary. Not healthy, sick, unsound, like an unsound mind. Suffering, many people are suffering. Harmful, distress, hostile, unfriendly, things of that nature. Pernicious, which means wicked or deadly. You're seeing that. Not favorable. I'll end it on that because the Negroes are the unfavorable people right now. All right? coronavirus has brought all of this on because this is the final war. And it's brought panic. People are going to buy guns, as you can see the lineup. All right? So, in the book of Job, chapter 20, verses 27 through 29, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his good shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed unto him by God. Once again, these are the Gentiles. They've come to the valley of Jehoshaphat to be judged. Now, they think that it's to live a better life, and that is not the case. You've not been told that this is the valley of Jehoshaphat. You've been told that the valley of Jehoshaphat is when militaries go to some foreign land and fight. It's not the case. All right? It is here. It is America. All right? And it is the Civil War. Anyway, this has been the First Estate with another lesson saying until next time.